The reason why you feel very stuck is because you are holding yourself back. You are the only one holding yourself back. Because there's no one who is literally holding you back from doing the things you want to be, from going to places you want to go, from, making the decisions that you know are right. There's no one forcing you to do things. There's no one holding you back but yourself. So it's like in this world, in this life, it's just us and us. Like, I feel that life is like a continuous battle. It can be a continuous battle with self. That's it. It's a continuous battle with self because there's no one else that we really have to fight with. Like, when it really gets to the nitty gritty of things, it's just you. It's the man. It's the woman in the mirror, right? But I don't think that life should be a continuous battle of fighting yourself. Like, I don't believe that, because what is that? That's not a life. That's not a fulfilling life. Who wants to fight themselves for their whole life? Like, I've done a good amount of fighting myself, and I still do. I still have ways of fighting myself, but I don't want to be fighting myself and in this battle with myself for the rest of my life. It's like higher and lower self, right? Like, we have a higher self and we have a lower self. And what happens in our life, what happens as we navigate, is our higher self and our lower self, they don't really get along too much, because we haven't done the necessary work to start to bring those two together and harmonize them and bring balance. Because without the balance, it's just like, okay, my lower self is controlling me, right? Our lower self tends to have more power. It seems that our lower self tends to have more power, because our lower self is very deceiving and is very, sexy, like sexy on the outside, and very physically fulfilling when it comes to sensations and feelings. But just because something feels good doesn't mean it's good, right? Just because, something like a donut, just because a donut tastes very good, it doesn't necessarily mean that the donut is good for you. Just because, this addiction and this tendency that you have, because it feels good, doesn't mean that it's good for you. And most of the time, it's bad for you, because donuts aren't healthy, but they taste good, right? Same with our addictions. Our addictions aren't healthy, but they feel good. So it's just like, okay, beginning to really spot the lower self, and to bring a certain level of awareness to the lower self and to the tendencies that lower self has, and to begin to observe this part of yourself, and to begin to ask certain questions surrounding this part of yourself, like why am I addicted to this? Why? I know it's really not the best for my body. It's not the best for my well-being, because it's not a healthy action. Let's take smoking. A lot of people are addicted to smoking. Me, I have dealt with addiction when it comes to vaping. Okay, let's take vaping in regards of myself. Why am I addicted, and why do I keep on going back in this pattern of vaping? Like, why am I doing this to myself when I know vaping isn't healthy? it is destructive to the lungs, to the mind. You know, it breeds anxiety. It's just not good. But there's a part of me that is resonating with this, and that is categorizing this vaping as good, and as I like this, and as yes, I want to continue to do this. But then that's lower self, right? But my higher self knows. My higher self knows that I shouldn't be vaping. My higher self knows that if I continue to vape for the next 10 years, then one, I'm just digging myself deeper into this addiction of vaping, and two, my body and my lungs are going to really not be good because I've been vaping for 10 years straight. And my mental and my well-being and my spirit is not going to be good because I've been addicted, and I've been in a pattern, in a cycle, in a loop for 10 years straight. And it's like everyone who's addicted to something, bro, we don't really want to be addicted to these things. That's the thing. And that's where I tie it back to it's you holding yourself back, because you do not have to vape. But there's a part of you that is very strong, which is the lower self, and higher self is stronger, because the higher self is the righteousness and the pure, but the lower self is very strong as well, because it's very, like I said, deceiving, and it's just like, oh, come here, like, yes, just go do that, just do it, like, why not? Like, that's lower self. And it's just easier to give into lower self than it is to do the work and to say no and to begin to rewire. Because what it is like our subconscious mind has just become so attached and so used to, like, this addiction has been planted into our subconscious. This action, this feeling of, oh, this feels good, has been planted inside of us, so we're so used to this. So it's like, yeah, why not continue to do it? Like, I've been doing this. It's been, feeling good. Like, why not? Right? But it's like, same, it's crazy because it can feel so good, but it can feel so bad, because you can be in the action of doing what it is that you know you shouldn't be doing, that's not really healthy, and it may feel good in that present moment, but afterwards, now you begin to feel shameful. Now you begin to feel the judgment, and now you begin to feel the regrets. And I'm gonna speak from in regards of my addictions and what I've dealt with. There is a pattern. This is the pattern. And this is the pattern that needs to be broken. And this is the pattern that if it's not broken, it's just going to eat at us and going to keep us really away from our potential. So the pattern is, okay, sensation comes in, urge comes in, I want to vape. I haven't vaped in 3 months. I've decided I know that's not good for me. I know that is doing something where it's like keeping what I deserve away from me in a way, because I have told myself time and time again that this is not something that I want. I've told myself time and time again that this is not something that I need. This is hindering me. It's not helping me. It's not serving me. And that's it. These things that don't serve us, we become attached to. And therefore, this attachment, whenever you're attached to something, you can't fully receive what's meant for you because you're scared to let something go. In order for you to really receive, you have to be able to detach. So back to the scenario. Okay, I feel like doing this. I know that I shouldn't be doing this though. Like the cravings, they're coming in. The thoughts coming in. Oh, now I'm visualizing and remembering how it feels to get that first buzz, how it feels to pull on the vape, how it feels to buy the vape and unravel it and how it feels like I'm just thinking about the good feeling. I'm not even really thinking about the after effect. I'm so caught up in the feeling of sensation and, oh, it's going to feel good to my body and I'm going to have this high, have this buzz. Like, so I'm so there, I'm not even thinking about the negative, right? Okay, so, but I am thinking about the negative. I lied. I am thinking like, oh, this is not good. I know I shouldn't be doing this. But that lower self aspect is just so, and once you have been continuously feeding this lower self, it becomes strong. So now whenever these cravings come in, it's like, yeah, this shit is so strong that it's going to be challenging to say no because you've been saying yes to it so much. It's like with anything. Like if you've let someone, fuck with you time and time again, it's going to be challenging to say no, leave me alone, because you've allowed them, you said yes to them fucking with you so much. Same with yourself. So if you gave into this craving time and time again, allowing your lower self to win, allowing your lower self to pull you back in time and time again, yeah, you might go 2-3 months, but when that motherfucker come back, it's like he's here, right? When that motherfucker come back, he's ready to receive what you've been given to him. And I got that allegation from my big bro, True. Like, yeah, he's knocking on your door like, all right, come on. I need my shit. You ready? You ready to do this again? It's time. Come on. Yeah, I'll let you get a little 2-3 months saying, oh, you feeling good? Now I need your energy again. That's what these addictions are. I need you to come back. I miss you. Come back, please. Just one more time, please. Just please come back. It's gonna feel so good. You're gonna enjoy it. Like, please come back. Just one more time. And then what do we do? What do I do? What have I done? Fuck, okay. All right. I'm about to go drive to the store and get a vape. Okay. Now, in my mind, I have made the choice. I'm doing this. Now I've committed. Okay. Now I'm getting my shit. Okay, I'm getting my keys. I'm driving to the vape store. Whole time I feel bad. Whole time my higher self, and this is the battle, right? Because lower self is like, yes, I got him, but higher self is like, no, what are you doing? No, I don't want this. That's what higher self is saying. That's what higher self is feeling. So you have these contradicting aspects. Higher self is like, no, you should have told him no. You should have told yourself no. This is not good. Now you're about to set things back for yourself. Now you're stunting your growth. You're stunting your development. You're stunting your purity. You're becoming unpure again. No, we were on the right track. And lower self is like, I got his ass. Yeah, that's what lower self is saying. The higher self is like, no. And this is all going on within. So as I'm driving to the store, I'm feeling crazy. I'm feeling this pleasure. Oh, I'm about to do this. It's about to feel so good. And then I'm feeling I know I shouldn't be doing this. I'm feeling that intuition of spirit saying no the whole time. The spirit, as I'm driving to the store, I feel and hear spirit saying no. Okay, I go into the store, I get the vape, and that ignoring of higher self, it makes me feel shameful. It makes me feel like bad, guilty. So as I'm buying the vape, as I'm unpacking the vape, I feel shameful. I feel guilty. I'm like, I know damn well I shouldn't be doing this shit, but I'm doing it. I'm here asking for a vape, and I know I shouldn't be doing this. Right? Higher self, lower self. It's the battle. So now I'm feeling inside not good. Now there's a lot of fear and judgment, self-criticism, self-judgment, shame coming in. Okay, I got the vape, I unpack it, I do my thing. I take the hits of the vape. I feel the buzz. I feel that feeling that I wanted. $30 go by, a minute goes by. Now it's over. Now that feeling is over, and now I'm sitting with myself and what it is that I just did. Now I'm feeling regret because I know it wasn't worth it. I know I just set myself back. I know I just went backwards. So now I'm looking at the vape and I'm like, I don't even want this. But just 30 minutes ago, my lower self was wanting this. And now lower self got what he need. Now he's gone. Now you're sitting with higher self, and higher self is looking at you like, what the fuck, bro? Well, what was the plan, bro? So it's like this not being truthful to self. And if you can't be truthful to yourself, you can't hold your own word for yourself, then how can you really give that to other people? So I think what my addictions, and I'm gonna make a video on what my addictions have taught me, how I've learned from my addictions, and how I've been using my addictions to learn more about myself and just to grow. Addictions are teachers. But what my addictions have been teaching me is just the awareness of the tendencies that I have, and becoming aware of this higher self, lower self aspect within myself, and just seeing my addictions from a different perspective, really seeing them with a different level of awareness so that I can catch them in their acts. And before I even allow myself to dive deep into something that I know I shouldn't be doing, I can stop it because I've been so aware of this pattern. And that's the space I'm in now. And I'm going to make a video on that. So yeah, tying this all together is awareness of higher self and lower self. Begin to become aware in your everyday life, like just with little things, with thoughts, with little actions, decisions. Become aware of whenever it's your higher self and whenever it's your lower self. Because these two do exist. It is duality and everything. We do have demons in us and we have angels in us as well. And it's okay. We're not bad for having demons, but we just have to balance it all. Because we can use our shadows, we can use our darkness for good. We can use our darkness to become more light. We just have to learn how to become in control of ourselves and not allow our cravings, tendencies, wants, desires to control us and to lead us down a path full of being in a cycle, full of addiction, full of guilt, full of fear, full of stagnation. We don't want that. I don't want that. I want to be in control over my life, over my body, mind, and spirit all in one. Not being attached to anything. Because I know attachment is the main root to suffering. So detach so you can receive what it is that you need to receive. Peace. I'll share.